What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is ARMA Reforger 1.6 update and it's finally here on all platforms. PC, Xbox and yes, PlayStation, you get it as well. So we've already done a mental amount of videos on this. So today's video, keep it short and sweet. Hope you enjoy it, like and subscribe. Let's get into the info. Alright, so here you go, looking at the roadmap. Let's have a quick update on there. Yellow means it's on experimental, green means it's done. Number 1, done. 2, done. And 3, literally all done as of this update, except for the electrical system. And then obviously things that wasn't even on there, like Kolguev, the new map. That was just a nice surprise. So hopefully an updated roadmap appears after this. Alright, 25th of September 2025. About a month ago, 1.6 experimental update come out. This included all of the lovely stuff. So we completely missed 1.5, but it included it in there. We went straight from 1.4 to 1.6, and this was quite a big content update. So they added Kolguev Island, face paints, camouflages for special forces units, M21 camouflage and wrapped versions. We're going to show you everything they added now. Now just to blast through the patch notes, because I know this is boring and you don't want to go through everything that's changed, fixed and tweaked. This was the very first experimental update a month ago. Since then, they did a little one. Tweaked, fixed, assets, playable content. So the link for this will be in the description. Feel free to go through everything. And then the last experimental update, which was only last week, was absolutely huge. So they've added a visualization of the poison damage effect. But then as you can see, tweaked, fixed, and in the general, they've got added reworked hand grenade flight simulation and collision behaviors. And then again, tweak, fixed, playable content, added group rally points, combat ops Kolguev tasks created in many more locations, and a QRF system, which is quick reaction force. Combat ops and mock Kolguev as well added. And then look, tweaked, fixed, fixed. All of this stuff. Stability and performance, very important, especially for a lot of you console players. And then we're going into the controls, the audio, the console, the AI, render, and the modding as well. Modding, one thing about modding is persistence is coming in this update base game. So you don't need a mod for persistence. It's there. Life mods, DayZ mods, things like that. Storage. Putting an item in a cupboard, leaving the server, coming back, and it's still been there. So we've just very lightly touched on all of the patch notes and things like that, because I know everyone's really interested in the content. So there is more in detail videos on everything on this update. You've got a new air support scenario. You got Operation Omega, a fully playable campaign with 5 missions in. Take about 15-20 minutes each. You've got Conflict HQ Commander, where now you can be a commander.
All units be advised, headquarters is assigned a new CEO.
Alright, there you go. And you'll be able to come in here and access all of the stuff like logistics, operations, combat support, and you can do some more stuff as well. Now you'll be able to assign tasks to groups and help maximize your victory. A couple of new vehicles on here as well. Alright, you've got the construction truck. Start building. So if you've got enough supplies, you can go put up a command post in between objectives wherever you like. You can build supplies, you can build defenses, and you can put down like machine gun nests, etc. There's also a another truck that you can go around and basically scoop up destroyed vehicles, and then that will be added to your supply account. So that's pretty sweet. Okay, jumping into Kolguev, the new map, a very industrial Cold War era Russian island from the original Operation Flashpoint, with all unique buildings. And it's an absolutely gorgeous map. It's pretty big. It looks, it is actually bigger than it looks. It's about 30 to 35 kilometers squared. If you want to compare it to Everon, that's 50 kilometers squared. Ireland is 16. So we're nipping over to General Goober's villa to show you all the new stuff. If we drop some special forces down for you, they have got the face paint on. So this is just for special forces units at the minute. Maybe they'll add something where you can just get it out of a box and put it on your face. That'd be pretty cool. Okay, M21 and the Art 2 scope. Camouflaged and wrapped versions. So there's one without the wrap on it that's still camouflage as well. So it looks like the Black Hawk Down M14. But yeah, very nice. My actual favourite weapon from the update. Okay, the commander seat in the LAV 25 now has sights. We've added Soviet naval infantry groups and equipment. So here is a naval anti-tank unit. And as you can see, the new camo, the new outfits as well. You've got like black rigs and backpacks, which look pretty sweet. You got new RPG warheads as well. They've also got a new disposable launcher. I know everyone's saying about US not having any explosives because they just have the law, and then all of a sudden the Russians have got a new disposable and all new like heat penetrating rounds for the RPG. Well, the sound files have been found for an M113 for the US side, so maybe new armor, just not yet. So it might come in handy for the enemy to have that sort of stuff later. Before we jump back into the Russian stuff, Hueys, shark mouths, pretty cool. Alright, so jumping in, we've got the hand flares for both sides, US and US. And in here, look, we've got all the different warheads for the RPG. This is the black, like, naval equipment that they've got, which I think look pretty decent. And of course, obviously, they've got the new TTSKO camo on, sorry. There you go, keep red warm. And then you've got the deployable stuff here, which comes in backpacks. It is the same for the US side, obviously US variant, so you can set up the mortars. Requires 3 people for the tripod, the stand, and the mortar itself. Right, so what we'll do is we'll take the tripod, we'll lob it on the floor. Okay, and we're going to go back in the box. We're going to get the NSV itself. We're going to lob that on the floor. Okay, and now with the shovel in my hand, we are going to assemble the NSV tripod. Also available on the US side with the 50 cals and the other stuff that you get in there. Alright, so that is now assembled. There is also a scope in here if you want to slap that on. Alright, and then that's set up on the floor. Bring a couple of mags with you. Set it up on a hill, the same in the mortar positions and things like that, and use it to invade a base. We did it on one of our Kolguev maps, and we set up from the US side M60s on tripods, mortars in the trees, and we just rained down hell on a Russian air base, and it was pretty sick. So while we're in here, hand flare, this is the white one, goes in your quick slots. Boop. Oh shit, that went way far. Yep, illuminates the area. Okay, we're going in the US box now. We are going to put some of that on. Let's put a backpack on. And this. And put some of the new Tiger Stripe camo on. That is in the box now, base game. Which looks pretty cool. And then look, they've got all this sort of stuff. We can show you the stuff for the sandbags as well. Also, this is the Russian disposable launcher. Okay. We're gonna fire it at helicopter. Boom, dead. Up on the floor. See you later. Alright, if you've got a shovel and sandbags, take all the sandbags out your bag. So we've got 10 there. However many you've got will depict what you can build, basically. The more you got, the more you can build. So I can't do that because I ain't got enough, but I can do this. So this also goes with setting up the LMGs and things like that. The mortars. Bit of cover. Setting up roadblocks even. They can be blown up and fall apart. Speaking of blowing up, we got these, the M14 anti-personnel mine. I think there's a 60-second arm time so you can actually get away from it. We're going to set this up. Okay. You can come up to them and disarm them. Don't worry about that. Holy shit. Alright, we'll tell our new force to move relaxed over here. Lucky bugger. Alright. That actually knocked him unconscious, so you either go straight dead or straight uncon. But as you saw, the guy right next to him didn't really take any damage. They're just designed for the person that steps on them. There's no like spray of shrapnel or anything like that coming out of there. So as well as being able to place minefields for both sides, small, medium and large, you can do this. But hold on tight, because I have not in-game managed to stay in the vehicle yet. That's one of the reasons. But this is massive because, as said in the previous videos, pirate ship mods and things like that, AC-130s, C-130s, any like cargo planes, anything basically, you can run around in these while the truck is moving now. You don't have to sit down. So you've got an RPG or something, the truck now becomes defendable against vehicles. Well, and people. Okay, wind ballistics are in the game now. So we're going to go to weather, customize this, absolutely full, east. Now, as you can hear, that is pretty violent, but it's going to switch up things quite a lot. The RPGs don't explode like half the world now. So we're just going to fire. As you can see from the wind, I got taken over to the right. So we'll go west now. Same spot-ish. Over to the left. And it went a bit further as well. So it's going to take a few shots to get that zeroed in, but just adds to the game really, just makes it more fun. The same with rounds. There you go. You see his helmet? Come flying off. You can survive and have your helmet knocked off or become uncon. I guess it depends. Well, he survived that. Look, his helmet didn't quite come off. He's pretty mad about the situation. Oh, he didn't survive that one, but yeah, your helmet could come flying off in battle, which is insane. So that's about it for the content, minus all the tweaks and fixes and some modding stuff. Persistence, base game, you got the new campaign, new camo and uniforms, AP mines and deployables, new weapon like RPG warheads, the M21 camo, new units like the naval Russian guys, conflict commander HQ mode, and just so much stuff. The main feature being this new awesome map. And all of the cool stuff that comes with it. So hopefully that is all good for you guys. I hope you like the content. I've done ARMA Reforger content since the day it released. And I will continue to do it all the way to ARMA 4. And then just carry on again. We are having a operation tonight at the day of this video. And probably every night onwards on my server. So search Task Force Gaming in the server browser. And we can have some sick Game Master operations on there. I'll jump in a Discord link below. Thanks for watching guys. Like and subscribe. And we'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.